Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Howard on Sports. My name is Howard, and today is election day. So let's talk politics. No, just kidding. No politics on my channel. But I will say this. I'm in the New York City area, and it's been a very interesting mayoral race between the three candidates. But the one candidate that is predicted right now to win and has made the biggest splash is Zohran Mamdani. Now, I am going to relate this to sports. So, Mr. Mamdani is someone who I never even heard of before and didn't pay any attention to until he won the Democratic primary against Andrew Cuomo. And ever since then, more and more each day, I've become more aware of him. And anyone who lives in this area knows who he is. And probably most people in the United States would know who he is at this point. But he seemingly came from nowhere. And I'm going to compare that to a quarterback by the name of Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner, he was on the Rams and the St. Louis Rams. They were playing in St. Louis back then in the late 1990s. He was a backup. He really wasn't even in the NFL for a while. He played in like the Arena League, I believe. They always talked about him. He was stocking shelves in a grocery store, but still keeping his football dream alive and playing in smaller leagues. So he made it to the NFL as a backup. The starter, Trent Green, got injured. Kurt Warner came in, and the rest is history. He was incredible. That was one of the best offenses of all time. They were unstoppable, that LA Rams offense. But he came from out of nowhere. But after that season in 1999, he became a household name, and he went on to win that Super Bowl. He also appeared in another Super Bowl where he lost to the Patriots, and Tom Brady, in a sense, also appeared to come from out of nowhere, because similarly, he became the starter because of Drew Bledsoe being injured, and Tom Brady was not a high draft pick. So you really could sort of put him in the same category. But Warner was completely from out of nowhere. No one had ever heard of this guy. And so he went on to win a Super Bowl and appear in two more, one with the Rams and one with the Cardinals. So he was a Hall of Famer, had a great career. And so when I think of Zohran Mamdani, I think of someone like Kurt Warner, a guy who just comes from out of nowhere and becomes a superstar. Now, I don't know if Mamdani is going to win today. He is predicted to win. But if he does, all I can say is that I hope he has a similar type of career in politics as Kurt Warner had in football. But we'll have to see what happens on that one. But the last thing I'll say is, everyone, go vote. I already did. Have a good day.